But the surgery was successful.
Yes, but there are other complications. Your father has developed a condition called endocarditis. It's an infection in the heart's outer layer. Now, we're megadosing him with antibiotics. We just have to wait to see if they fight the infection.
And if they don't?
Adam is strong. He's a fighter.
He was a fighter. Before Uncle Stuart passed away, I used to think he was invincible. But now, what's the sense of him fighting when half of him is already dead?
Hayley? Mateo, hi. The news said that Adam was injured in some sort of an explosion?
There was an electrical fire at the Colmar Tower and the building collapsed, and Adam was caught in the wreckage.
Well, how badly was he hurt?
He had severe trauma to his head, which they had to operate on, and now he had some sort of infection or heart failure or something.
Oh, honey. I'm going to sit down.
Yeah, okay.
David, does Adam know what's going on around him? He hates hospitals, you know. Maybe it might be nice if I sat with him.
I got back as soon as I could. If I know my husband will be bellowing for his breakfast.
Arlene, I'm afraid your husband's condition has deteriorated considerably.
Well, I just dashed back home to get him a toothbrush and his pajamas and a book that he's reading on the Civil Wars.
You know, curling up with a good book really isn't an option. He's unconscious.
Night. Yeah.
The longest.
Do you want soda or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll come with you. Okay.
Mind if I sit? This is tough. I know.
Not if you tell me my father's going to be okay.
I wish I could.
You answer to a higher power, right?
We all do. You love your dad a lot.
Explain something to me. My stepfather, Harry, was a great person, wonderful man, and he's gone. And my Uncle Stuart, who was an angel among us here on Earth, is gone. And now my father is hanging on by a thread. And I'm expected to walk the walk, and accept things that I cannot change.
God, he has a plan for each of us.
Between you and me, I think that God's plans are sometimes very cruel.
Between you and me, sometimes so do I. But then, he'll shed some light on the subject and you get to see the big picture.
Do you think that he hears my prayers?
He's listening. Hard. I'm living proof.
Mateo?
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
Yeah, name it.
Here, I'll take the hand.
I can't find my mother. And Arlene said something about how she was going to go to Pigeon Hollow because she was looking for some, childhood, I don't know, something of Stuart's, and, I can't find her anywhere.
I'll make some calls, okay?
Thanks.
Listen, sweetie, you sure you don't want to just go home, catch some Z's?
I'll take you myself.
I'm not tired. I want to see my dad.
Hi. What are you up to?
This isn't how I wanted it to end.
Hey, listen. I heard you talking to Vanessa. And if you can do something to save their father,
What are you waiting for, huh?
Reverend, this is where my job ends and yours begins.
I'm sorry. I know how hard this is, but it's time to say goodbye to Adam.
Please don't leave. Colby needs her father. And Hayley and Junior and Sky, they need you. And Stuart, he would never want you to leave like this. I need you. I love you. I love you, Adam. Please.
Brooke, are you all right?
How do you do it? I mean, part of your job is dealing with death and offering comfort. How do you deal with so much loss?
I use my faith to help ease the pain. But I can't take it away. People have to look within themselves for healing. You told me that, Brooke.
Me?
That day that you opened up to me about your daughter's death. It made me realize that I was powerless to change what happened to your little girl. I can wish you peace and pray that it finds you. But in the end, you have to find your own way. And I have to do the same.
Adam was so wonderful to me. When Laura died, I don't think I would have gotten through it all. Without him, he was so strong. It's hard to believe it's the same man lying in that bed. I feel like I spent so much of my life saying goodbye.
I wish that we didn't have to, that
I know. I know.
I'm here. Come back. Adam. Adam, it's me, Stuart. Stuart, it's really you, isn't it? Yeah. Adam, I said so many mean things to you, and I didn't mean any of them. That you will always be my safety, and I will always be your heart. Stuart. Adam, you're my brother. And I love you. And I will never, ever leave you again. Oh. It's me, Adam. Really. I'm okay. So are you. No. Stuart, no, it can't be. The cabin and the fire. No, it wasn't me, Adam. I feel real sorry for whoever it was, but it wasn't me. Where have you been? I was in a really bad car accident. And I hurt my head pretty good. I didn't remember anything about me or you or anything for a really long time. Look, you need to rest now. Okay, we have a lot of time to talk about this. Because we're both okay now. Dear God. We got a lot of catching up to do, you know. Got a fishing trip to take. And we'll go just as soon as you feel better, okay? Stuart, I did this to you. We lost you because... No, forget about that. It's over. But I hurt you. I hurt everyone. I bet I'm the only one in this room that knows why. You always thought you had to be so tough. When we were little, the only way to protect me was to be tough and push people around. Well, in those old days, I guess maybe I did need you to do that for me, but I should have told you that I can take care of myself now. All by myself. I'm very strong. I'm really very strong. I'm almost as strong as you are. You gave me that. You've given me my life back. What a life it's going to be. You look around you. The people in this room. How much love there is right there for you to take if you just let it in. Your kids are crazy about you. Colby and Sky. All you have to do is stop pushing them away and you can have a life full of love and laughter. Don't you see that?
Excuse me, Stuart. I'm gonna have to get in here. Okay. We thought we lost you.
He's not lost anymore.
Uncle Stuart.
Junior.
Look at me for a minute, Adam.
He's wide awake. He's talking.
I can't believe it. Look at Junior. Look at how happy he is.
He looks great. They all do.
Stuart saved Adam.
Did I hear someone say Stuart?
I found Stuart and brought him back to Adam. I saved my husband's life. No.
have to go tell.
You almost killed Stuart, Arlene. You didn't save anyone. You dare to stand here and say that you saved Adam when you almost killed Stuart and kept him away from all of us? You drank yourself into a stupor, Arlene, and got behind the wheel of a car, probably for the 100th time, didn't you? You got behind the wheel of a car drunk, and you hit Stuart and you left him lying on the road, lying there to bleed to death.
The night Arlene ran into the community center was the same night Stuart disappeared.
You mowed down a man, and then what did you do, Arlene? You drove away like nothing was wrong, like nothing ever happened. Dear good Lord, how do you live with yourself, Arlene? Tell me that, will you?
You said that night that you did it. Again, but you didn't say what it was, because you were so drunk. You were so drunk you couldn't even finish a sentence. Or did you just shut up, you know, so you could cover your tracks?
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't
When are you
remember
going to
anything
stop?
about that.
When are you going to stop? When you finally manage to kill somebody, you stupid, ignorant...
Brooke, let's get out of here. I don't want to do this now, okay?
I'm not heartless. I'm not. Look, I woke up the next morning and I didn't remember anything about Stuart or hitting him or... Look, I didn't even know what happened to him until I found out that he was at that Queen of Hearts cafe in the desert weeks later.
He was out there?
That place in Nevada.
What was he doing all the way out there?
Hey, everybody. Adam's feeling much better. Hey, it's Dad.
Stuart, you are one good-looking guy.
Oh.
Hi, Dixie. We all missed you so much. You have no idea what it was like without you.
You know, I don't really want to talk about all the things we thought we lost. I just want to forget all about all that stuff, okay?
Oh, no, Stuart, but you can't forget about what Arlene did. And I know I'll never forget. Because she has to pay for what she did, Stuart, and you're the only one who can make her pay. So make her pay. You can call Lieutenant Fry with.
Oh, no, Marion, it's okay.
No, please, Stuart.
I'm not calling the police.
Look, you have to call them.
No, I can't. Man, I have to do what I feel is right in my heart. Do you remember the whole time that I was alone, walking around not knowing who I was, trying to feel the things that I thought I was supposed to feel? Because the things that I was really feeling I couldn't remember in my head. And it was driving me nuts. And then all of a sudden, out of the air, I painted your picture, the Queen of Hearts, and that made me feel so good. But it made me so angry. Because I knew I was this close to knowing what I was supposed to feel. I just couldn't get to it. And then Arlene came along. And she made me remember things. Noises and voices.
But Stuart, why didn't she bring you home, back to us?
I guess because she was afraid. And because she wasn't supposed to, I was supposed to find my own way. My own way home. Don't you understand? Blaming Arlene isn't going to do anything for us. I'm here, we're together. Everything worked out exactly the way it should.
But Stuart, you weren't supposed to get hurt. You weren't supposed to lose your memory. And all of that happened because of Arlene.
Marion, I was lost before Arlene ever hit me with that car. I had turned my back on my brother. At a time when he needed me most, I'd stopped feeling. And I had to learn how all over again. The hard way. Arlene, I don't blame you. I want to thank you.
Oh, my God.
You brought me back here in time to save my brother's life. That must have been terrifying for you. I'll never forget what you did, Annie Oakley. Never.
What are you thinking?
I'm scared.
What are you scared of, Brooke?
Of this feeling. This rage.
I understand what Arlene did was...
It's not about Arlene. It's about him.
Him? Who?
I'm right back to that day when my daughter was killed by that drunk. Behind the wheel of a car, I feel as much anger now as I did on that horrible, horrible day.
Brooke, do you think it could help if you saw him again?
Nothing is going to make this any easier, ever. But in some strange and some painful way, it's like when I tell you about it, it helps me. It's helping me now.
How?
Before I met you, I never faced this anger, not in any real way, at least. And even though it's been horrible for me to go through, it's like I feel like something is lifting, and it's because of you. I think, Elliot, since my daughter died, you were the first person I have ever been able to lose myself with. Do you understand what I'm saying? I get scared when I think about you leaving. I don't want you to go.
I wish that I could stay with you forever, Brooke.
Then